Hello, hello, hello. This is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere, Richard of the Classic Gamers Guild, and it is time to return to Victorian England and deal with eldritch horror in Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. Now we're still at the asylum, and we need to find out a little bit about our
I believe I'm close to finding what I need. Do you know this man downstairs, the one perpetually reciting his multiplication tables?
Yes, he is Wolf, but you will get nothing from him. He will only speak with one man, this Professor Schwartz, but I believe he died a long time ago.
Perhaps the medical files on this man Wolf will be helpful.
Eva.
Impossible. Impossible. Impossible.
Oh, this is the classroom then. Okay. Yeesh.
It must be used to punish insolent pupils. Slightly excessive.
Yes. Very excessive, you ask me. Okay. Oh.
This should prove useful. And now time to become the good Professor Schwartz and pay a visit to Wolf.
Yeah. But there's something more here. Well, board game there. Cards. Anything else? That could be... Oh. Dr. Gygax, as your staff informed me, you could not see me before my departure. And since you implied during our last meeting that my responsibilities at the Institute would be fulfilled by you, I believe it wise to leave you word here. Please understand that the mission entrusted to me by health authorities in this country is not taken lightly, and it is worth the investment they are making. That is why I inquired into the personal files of every patient, their records, and asked for the specific reasons for your refusal concerning refusal to admit certain patients to the class. Interesting. I'm not going to read it all, it's just part of the
Who is
headache
this
I'm
anonymous
suffering.
patient? Perhaps there is a file on him, as with the other patients.
Anonymous patient. Alrighty. Since we've locked this door open, back down to hell.
Ah, here's the file I was seeking. It can only be our mysterious patient. What a strange character.
Anonymous file. Only one of the files found in the Institute examining room is recent enough to be considered as dealing with the patient mentioned in Professor Herzog's letter. File indicates the man was found on a riverbank and was almost dead. He remained in the rescuer's town for several months. Unfortunately, he suffered from sudden and uncontrollable fits of anger and was placed in a local asylum. He shows no signs of improvement under the care and was consequently sent to Black Edelweiss. The patient is mute and suffers from after effects of a cranial fracture, including amnesia. He is capable of performing menial tasks and seems to have an extraordinary aptitude for lessons given here. How peculiar. Interesting. I've played this before. I know who the question mark is. Alright, now we go back to Wolf. Okay. I shall do so out of sight. Let's see. Professor Schwartz disguise. And now we shall approach Wolf.
So, Wolf, I see you have mastered your lesson. Splendid. Professor Schwartz?
Yes.
I congratulate you, Wolf. I cannot say the same about your other classmates. I am most unhappy with their behavior, because it seems they have been cheating.
Professor Schwartz, you saw them do. I know my lessons. I know it was so hard, and the others, they cried from me.
I know, my boy, I know. But their leader, he is a doctor, isn't he?
Yes, Professor Zimmer. He is the most violent member of the group. Sometimes he tries to keep me from my lessons. He says he will treat me like the others who don't speak like us, and don't scream so very loud when he punishes them. But I paint him my lessons and recite my tables all the day. He can't stop me.
That's good, my boy. You made me proud. Now, I need your help. When they meet, I must find them and make sure they get the punishment they so rightly deserve.
They meet over there, but it is well hidden, and only the doctor has the code. First, he makes noise with the fire near his office. Afterwards, he makes noise with the fire in front of me. And then he makes noise behind me. You will see he does not know his lessons.
Thank you, Wolf. That's a clever boy. You have earned high marks this term. But for now, we must try to recite your lessons in silence. Since I am the professor, I know and see everything. There is never a need to shout.
As you say, Professor Schwartz.
I don't need it anymore.
Very curious. Front of his office. Ah. Look how shiny that is. Where is it? No, the shiny is... Ah. So shiny... makes noise. And then there's one more. He makes it behind him. So where is it? Behind him. Not that one. Sigmund. That's it? Oh!
It works. Simplicity itself.
Uh-huh. Who are you?
My apologies, but I do not understand what you are trying to say. If I may introduce myself, I am...
Who you are means nothing. All that matters is your reverence to the One. You came to invoke the Great Lord with the speaking, and now I ask you, who am I, you wretched mortal?
Light. Abyss. You are the light of the abyss.
Even your pitiful mind can find enlightenment before serving as food for the servants of chaos.
Where are all those poor souls kidnapped in London? And what about the others who passed through here in their travels?
Your search is in vain. You are nothing to the great Lord. Soon he will heed our call, when those titans will be reassembled for the awakening of their king. The sleeping Lord shall walk the earth. You and your kind will tear your flesh when you learn how your lives insult the great Lord and Master. You will plead for the abyss, as have all those before you who fed the Great One. Those who give their weak flesh to our Lord cry for his return. So shall you. He has lain dreaming, silent, hungry, awaiting his followers. Tremble in awe. Behold, the Great One returns.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
He makes so much noise. I better be on my way before he attracts the entire staff.
Yep. Now we only have one place we can go safe to escape. Alright. I gotta get out of here. What's this? Okay, oh, here it is. Alright, what do we need to do?
I haven't examined everything yet. I haven't.
I haven't... What do you mean I haven't examined everything yet?
The worship of ghouls. The worship of
Alright.
ghouls. I don't know what this guy Jack's... I need a name to continue... I need a name to...
Okay, so apparently there's more to do. But what? Have I done everything in here?
Closed. Tight.
Oh. I wonder.
Closed. Tight. Closed. Tight.
No. Alright. Alright, I'm missing something here.
The worship of ghouls. I don't know what this Gyjack's stuff. I need a name to continue my...
Was there something in here I missed? Did I miss talking to somebody?
I haven't examined everything yet.
Ah, boy.
Closed. Tight.
So there's something I'm missing in here, and I don't know what. Hmm. Hmm. Is there something I didn't get?
Closed. Tight. I need a name to continue my research.
No. So obviously I'm missing something, but I don't know what. Can't talk.
2 times 6.
Okay. What did I miss?
I should seek a better way to the surface. It would be better to turn back. I haven't examined everything yet.
You know what sucks is I don't know what I'm missing here. Oh! Ah.
Hold on. There is an oily stain on this letter. It smells of iodine. Interesting.
Ah, I missed that beforehand. Okay. So, let's see, iodine. Let's see where I'm at here. No wonder.
I need a name to continue my research.
Ah. New Orleans.
Unbelievable. These letters are from various Swiss banks and show that the doctor made several sales of precious stones over these last months, and each time for higher profit. He must have access to a real treasure. I see numerous transfers were made to an account holder in the Bank of London and another in a bank here in New Orleans. I must take note of these transactions.
Yep. Alright.
I need a name to continue my research.
Ah. Now he can do this. Alrighty. Okay. Here we go. All right. There's a stairway here? And... uh-oh, there's somebody up there waiting.
I must be careful to avoid attention.
Alright. There's a cell here. Who's this guy? Oh, I know who he is. I already know who he is.
No challenge here. It is a primitive lock. Any simple metal tool should allow me to force it. Pardon me, sir. I need your help. He doesn't seem to hear me. Moriarty! Moriarty, my worst enemy and a man who was presumed dead. Who could think this demon could have survived such a great fall at Reichenbach? He seems a shadow of his former self. There is no doubt he has truly lost his memory and therefore cannot be a part of these events.
Yeah. Moriarty is alive, which definitely helps place where this is in Sherlock Holmes canon. Alright, let's try and talk to him. They're coming. That's not good.
Find this outsider as quickly as possible and bring him to the treatment room. I shall take care of his memory.
Professor, do you hear that voice? This man who is speaking to two others, a man of great intellect and ability, who is approaching and is even now right behind that door. You know him, Professor. Come now, Professor. You can't have forgotten so easily. Let me remind you, Professor. I am going to reveal his identity. I will tell you his name. You know him well, Professor. He is... Sherlock Holmes.
Stand where you are.
Yep. Moriarty has cleared the way for us. Anything in here? Do a quick check.
At last, the laundry. First of all, I must prepare my Amos disguise.
All right.
It is the imposter! He is here!
I'll sort you out, buddy. Come here.
The doctor is not here.
We had internal concerns arise today. Herr Director is engaged with urgent hospital matters and cannot be disturbed.
Very well.
Yeah.
We will take this troublesome wretch along with us. Perhaps tomorrow the doctor and I will be able to discuss our other matter. First of all, my friend, you should know that you have been dealing with two famous professionals. Your deceit has failed, and you should know that it is impossible to confound us. Who are you, and why have you come here?
What is your opinion, Watson?
Holmes! But what are you doing here? And you are as white as a sheet. It seems as though you met a ghost.
He did.
It's quite possible, Watson. Quite possible.
You should have told me about your plans, Holmes.
Definitely not, Watson. You would have acted in an unnatural manner and done everything to persuade me against my course of action.
You can be sure of that. Good God, Holmes, think of the risk you took.
Well, it was
Indeed,
needed.
Watson, and I hesitate to reveal my further plans. They are likely to be far more dangerous.
Will you explain?
Even though I know the crux of this affair began in Europe and even perhaps in England, we have no elements indicating the when, the where, and the how. Our only lead would have us travel to a continent not our own, one that is wild and untamed in many ways. I assume that you now know the name of our next destination.
Okay. New Orleans, North America.
You are quite correct, Watson. New Orleans, Louisiana, located in the wilds of America. Our nemesis has a group of his men there, and we must arrive in time to stop them. We must make haste to Le Havre and book ship's passage immediately. I took precautions before our departure from Switzerland, but it is imperative we maintain the utmost secrecy regarding both our true identities and our destination. We are dealing with a cunning and powerful adversary, Watson. Quite powerful.
Very powerful. A puzzle box.
Do you require assistance, young man?
Hmm. Hmm.
Ooh.
Ah, yes, young man. As a Mr. Ho, the big detective, it is often necessary to use all of one's little grey cells to solve great mysteries.
Hercule! Hercule! Where are you? Oh, here you are. Naughty boy, come along now.
Madame Poirot, your stop is coming soon. An agent will assist you with your luggage.
Ah, that was Hercule Poirot. Agatha Christie. That was a nice little nod. Okay.
As soon as we find a hotel, we shall send for our bags. I took care to leave nothing of value on board. Everything is safe and secure right here. I even have a rough map of the city. As you can see, Holmes, I prepared for every possibility. And here we are in the New World. A whole continent ready to welcome us with open arms. Is this not invigorating, Holmes? Think of the challenge that lies ahead.
Indeed, Watson, but let me remind you that we have few clues and time is not our ally, and countless lives rely upon our success.
Indeed.
You are right, Holmes. Perhaps we should secure some local currency with our bills of exchange. At the present, we have but a few dollars at our disposal.
Yes. And I think at this point, you're going to save the game. Because things are going to start getting crazy. As always, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere, Richard of the Classic Gamers Guild. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, check out some of the other games I've played on it, and that includes the game set before this one, Sherlock Holmes vs. Jack the Ripper, some classics from Sierra, such as Torrance Passage, Gabriel Knight, Shivers, as well as some games from LucasArts, which includes The Secret of Monkey Island, Loom, Zack McCracken, and also some more modern games like Alien Isolation. Next time, we will begin our investigations in New Orleans, and if I recall right, there is going to be a bit of a race section. And it's a very fast-paced moment. But we are also getting closer and closer to the end of our adventure. And once we get done with that, once we get done in New Orleans, we'll be closer, even then, to the end of the game. So until next time, take care. And have a good one. Bye.